InTheRingBoxing.com.
All right, what's up, fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to the InTheRingBoxing.com podcast show. For tonight's show, we have on the line a former three-time two-division world champion, a fighter who will be making his return to the ring this Friday, May 20th. Fight fans, I'm talking about none other than Jose Antonio Rivera. Champ, thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So what's up, Champ? You're coming out of retirement. Your last fight was a little over 2.5 years ago. How do you feel, man? Are you at 100%?
Definitely 100%. Kind of like the feeling, it's, when this all started off, I just said, I want to get back in the gym. And it's been over 2 years been in the gym just to see how I feel. I got to get back in shape and stuff. And then I started challenging myself more and more. And I said, I want to see how, if I can get back to the condition I was in when I was fighting for World Championship fights. And today I can tell you that I'm there, so it feels really good, after 2.5 years taking time off from boxing to be able to get back to that kind of condition.
Okay, now at first your comeback fight was scheduled for April 9th, and then obviously got rescheduled for this Friday. Champ, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You were deep into your training camp for the 9th, and for that to be rescheduled after a 2-year layoff, how does that affect you physically, having to readjust like that?
Well, if anything, it helped me mentally prepare for the game of boxing, in boxing, not everything's going to happen the way you hope for, there's always a lot of setbacks and a lot of heartbreaking situations, and a fighter needs to be mentally strong and prepare himself for anything that could happen, and I was hoping to fight, and I was ready to fight April 9th, but due to circumstances beyond my control, and then it didn't happen. So I just mentally set myself for just be positive, stay in the gym, and keep working hard. And fortunately for me, and the show got rescheduled for May 20th, and so I'm ready. It's giving more time to train, more time to prepare, more time to get ready. So I just take the best out of the situation, and now I try to dwell on the negative.
So what do you know about your opponent?
Well, I know Luis Maisonet is a very strong fighter. He has 25 knockouts out of 32 wins. He has been in there with some tough fighters, and he comes to fight, and he comes in shape, and he just comes to knock you out. So, knowing those kind of things, the strategy for Luis Maisonet is pretty much just kind of work my distance, keep him away with my jab, work my speed, work my angles, and just try not to get caught with nothing stupid, I know in the ring we're going to get hit, but, don't get hit with nothing stupid. So, it's kind of, I'm really excited about this fight because I just want to see if I'm able to put the game plan together come fight night.
Okay, and is this fight going to be at 160?
No, this fight's going to be at 156, we agree. It's a 154 junior middleweight fight, but we agreed 2 pounds more, so it'll be 156 is the weight limit.
Okay, so are you going with your return? Are you going to be campaigning at 54?
Yes. My goal is to try to get myself back into junior middleweight world contention. There's some good world champion fighters out there, and if I get an opportunity to get myself back in a position to fight for junior middleweight world championship or even middleweight world championship, I think that's a blessing.
Yes, sir. So that was going to be my next question. Without a doubt, we don't want to look past your opponent this Friday, but I'm sure your return to the ring's main objective is to win another world title. So what's the plan for 2011?
Well, for me, it's just focus, like you said, focus on my Maisonet first, and then we have a tentative date scheduled for August. And then we'll hope and come back in October, November, and we'll see if what position we're in by 2012. It's right now at the moment for me, it's just a fight-by-fight basis until we see where what positions that I get into with these fights.
Okay, all right, sounds great. So, Champ, when you look back on your career, are there any regrets or anything you'd like to change if you could?
If I look back at my career, I guess it's easy to say, there's a lot of things that you wish would have happened, but I think everything happened for a reason. It was a lot of learning experiences for me and a lot of growing pains, But I became a 3-time world champion, and I think I could have done better if I didn't have so many injuries and layoffs and stuff. But it is what it is. I'm back now, and I just want to keep the momentum going and see how far I can take this.
Yes, sir. Definitely looking forward into a positive, and just looking forward into the future. But just continually looking back, you fought 46 professional fights. Who would you say has been the toughest fighter you faced?
I've had quite a few tough fights. When I fought Teddy Reed early in my career, he was a tough fight. And then I fought Pat Coleman in my career. He was a tough fight. Frankie Randall in my career was a tough fight. I had a fight when I came back from an injury, and I fought Curtis Summit, a guy who's a contender from New York. Very, very tough fight. And then, the Trabant fight was a tough fight when I fought in Germany. The fight with Collazo was a tough fight. Garcia, when I won my third world championship, even though I dropped him 5 times, he kept getting up, and he called me some good shots, so it was a tough fight, and when you hit a certain level in your career and you're fighting, you're going to be fighting tough fights, there's just not one fight that stands out, but I would say I had quite a few of those.
Yes, sir. So, Champ, I'm just curious, who would you say is the best fighter to ever live?
The best fighter to ever live?
Yep.
Well, I would have to say, to me, is Sugar Ray Robinson. And right next to him and close to him, right there, is Manny Pacquiao.
Okay. What'd you think of that Pacquiao-Mosley fight? Did you see it?
I hit it right on the button.
Oh, that's what you thought how it was going to play out?
Just the way it played out, I thought it was going to play out.
Do you think Mosley can't pull the trigger anymore? I mean, I don't know if you want to.
No, I wouldn't say Mosley can't pull the trigger. Just not against Pacquiao.
Okay.
There's a lot of fighters out there that Mosley can beat, and there's a lot of fighters out there that Mosley can't beat. It's just the way it is. Styles make fights, and it's just the way it is. And I just don't think that Mosley's would be able to beat Pacquiao. He was just too fast, too strong, and Mosley admitted it. This guy's stronger than I thought he was.
Yeah. So, Pacquiao-Mayweather, who do you think will win that fight?
I love that fight because I would tell you that if I was to, and this is pretty much how I assess the fight. I think that the only guy that can beat Manny Pacquiao is Floyd Mayweather. And the only guy that can beat Floyd Mayweather is Manny Pacquiao. So that's why, to me, this fight is so intriguing. I just can't wait till it happens.
Okay. Champ, is there anything you want to say to your fans or boxing fans in general?
I just want to thank all the fans for their support always in my career, who follow me, who kind of truly want the best for me and stuff like that. And not just for me, but for boxers in general, because they support the fighters, and we appreciate, they appreciate all the hard work that we put on a good performance. People say boxing is dying, but boxing is never going to die. Boxing is a great sport. There's a lot of great athletes out there, a lot of great fighters. We just need the promoters to step up and put the good fights together, bring some more excitement back into it.
Yes, sir. Okay, fight fans, that was the former 3-time 2-division world champion, Jose Antonio Rivera. Keep an eye out for the champ making his return to the ring this Friday, May 20th. Possibly another fight in August and then maybe October. That's it for tonight's show. My name is Carlos Cruz from InTheRingBoxing.com, telling you to stay cool and educate yourself. Peace.